with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Kentucky ready to go toe meets leather and start this game. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Buffaloes offense will get the first possession of the game. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
Lewis to throw. Good timing on the quick out. A solid pickup there, works it to the 38 before being pushed out of bounds. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Give to the running back. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9. Grab behind the line. It's Miller. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. The Buffaloes decide to punt it away.
Let's see what kind of quarterback we got.
First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. So Kentucky's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And, David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the...
I'm going to see if they got a backup in there. Nope.
Trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football game. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others. That they got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around him.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
Almost had the completion, just missed it. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to run it. Finally forced out of bounds, maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. They're in their own territory, but they are undeterred. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. Looks as if we have an injury. Coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Looking for a huge play. And they won't make the connection, going for the big play.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't...
Oh, he's got some space. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. They'll run play action. Finds his tight end. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down. The Wildcats, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Offense trying to pay it off on second and goal. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. This is a money play on third and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for the score. It's broken up and almost intercepted in the end zone. It'll be fourth down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. He's looking to throw. He was able to come down with the pass, but not in bounds, so it'll be a turnover on downs. And the Buffaloes are backed up. They can feel the shadow of their own goalpost and trying to create some room. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Gotta love how this defense started the football game. They forced the punt on the first drive. First play now, come out, set the tone. Great run defense, forcing a negative play and putting their defense in a good spot.
Tough run across the 5. He'll get it all the way out to the 8-yard line. It'll be third and long. Off the play fake. Scrambling away. Going to try to get it himself. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. This offense tries to get rolling from its own 15 on first down. They'll leave it with him. Can't get him to the ground. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. And the Buffaloes have a lot of options on second and inches. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Miller. Still running at the 40. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. Fires to the wideout. And his throw is incomplete. Backed up now, here's second and long. Lewis wants to pass. Caught over the middle, it's Miller. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. First and 10. Caught in the backfield, it's Miller. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's
a shot toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Buffs.
It's hard for a defense to have to cover so much space. When the offense goes empty, you've got receivers and tight ends and running backs lined up out wide. You've got to expand, and it's harder to cover on the back end.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The returner will field it and bring it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Just a short pass to the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. Gonna swing it on second down. Caught close to the marker, it's Gilmore. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15.
Well, we always talk about the importance on defensive tackling. This secondary, they're going to have to really play with great effort and do a better job tackling these wideouts.
Looking to throw on first down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Motion from the back. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. It's complete. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Trying the left side. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. And here comes play number 6 of the drive.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
They'll go to the counter. Breaks into the open. How about picking up tough yards like that as he gets to the 22?
Defensively, with all the space now and spread football, there's so many opportunities where it's one-on-one tackling, and it's really hard to do. It's hard to get guys to the ground that are so talented. That's why defenses have to swarm to the football, get multiple guys there. That's your best chance to not have broken tackles.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wildcats!
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. And after the extra point was good, it's even Steven here in the second quarter. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Catch in the middle, it's Miller. Reaches into the bag of moves and finds his way up to the 31. The Buffaloes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Lewis to throw. The screen, he can go. At the 45 on his way. Oh, a lot of space. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. And the Buffaloes will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Colorado! Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
Now, we may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Little touch pass to the receiver. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to go up top. Setting up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Now facing a 3rd and long. They want to throw it. Pocket breaking down. Makes the grab. He finds enough room to get it up to the 28-yard line before going out of bounds. They were unfazed by that earlier 4th down failure and will try for a second time in this one. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Quickly out to the tight end. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. And the Wildcats come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going.
And the defense, they've got him at the 27. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He might want another play. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Kentucky will be forced to punt. Hauls it in and looking upfield. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Finds his man. It's Miller. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Lewis wants to pass. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. And now on 2nd down for this offense. On the run, it's Hayden. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. And the Buffaloes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. It's 1st down from the 11. From the shotgun, the inside give. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Buffaloes! They'll try to add another to their lead. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, you know, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead. Turning it on! Got the first down and still on his feet. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. To the air on 1st down. Takes the easy one to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. They couldn't connect on 2nd down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass. falls to the ground incomplete. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Lewis to throw. A strike downfield. We've seen this from this sophomore, so dangerous after he makes the grab. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. That big explosive play carries them into plus territory. They'll snap it 1st and 10 from just across the 50. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can stop the clock. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
Man, the defense, they haven't had an answer for this guy. He has been lighting them up in the pass game early and often so far, and that time just not able to hook up with his quarterback.
Looking for the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. He says he's got a big leg. He's going to have to show it from 56 yards out.
He made a
Splits the uprights
56
from
fucking
56, and he's got 3 on the board. So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. Coming out with it, it's Law. Oh, the ball's out on the return.
Whew, that's a breathing a sigh of relief for sure. Kick returner tries to take it out, puts it on the ground, but how about the offense getting back on it, turning what could have been a really bad play into, thank goodness I got the ball again.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Might be calling a hot route. Fires to the middle. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, a lot of ways to describe those first 2 quarters in Lexington, but let's just go with notable. And this offense has been the story through 2 quarters, extending this lead and really dominating almost every aspect of this game. We're talking lethal efficiency from the O-line right on down to the skill position guys. Although I'd argue those big uglies up front are skilled players in their own right. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Kroger Field.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. The Buffaloes will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive, Reese. Like, this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
Got a man. It's Rodriguez. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Kentucky going quickly.
And it's on third downs like this, if you want to attack the middle.
There he goes. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Wildcats have this offense rolling. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving give them a first down. Now lining up to snap it in the red zone. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Going to work in the red zone. They can pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Hauls it in. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Well, a great job making the tackle there. Now setting up third down in your own red zone. This is a stop you have to come up with. You want to give up field goals in this area of the field, not touchdowns.
And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him short. He does not pick up the first down. They'll move the wide receiver. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. The Wildcats started this drive backed up in their own end, and into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Kentucky!
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. He'll bring it out. It's Welch. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Their lead is down to 10. It's moments like this you start to feel a little bit of heat to put points on the board. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Lewis wants to pass. Flips it out in the flat. Each brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Takes a hit as he fires. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Great place to start for this offense. Wide receiver comes in motion. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Throws toward the end zone. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. They'll ride the hot hand. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. 1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to give him a finish. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Kentucky.
Man, oh man, what a day. His 3rd touchdown rushing, showing you he's got a little bit of everything and padding those stats. And all you fantasy football guys, if you have my man at running back, that's a good day.
They're set to kick it off, and you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it out. It's Welch. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Running to Green. Turning on the Jets. The 40. The 20. Bulldozes his way through.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Oh, he drops it. That is a catch he makes 99 times out of 100, but it'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Under fire. They stop him short as he was trying to scramble and find way to the goal line. Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. Already 1 for 1 on field goals today. He'll try to make it 2 for 2 from 22.
He missed
Thought he
it.
had it and couldn't get
He
it
makes
through
it
the
56
uprights.
yards,
He
but he can't
missed
make
it.
it 22 yards.
It's still a 3-point game after the miss.
And that's just a chip shot. That's just a field goal they got to make, guys.
Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They look near finished at the half, but what? Breaks into the open. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right at the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackle's doing a good job getting on their guy.
It's loose. Now look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it. The Wildcats can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. It'll be a draw. Wrestled down at the 43 after getting 5.
And this is an offense that really relies on its running game on that second down call, giving it to the back, letting him find a way to go get it first.
Showing the arm strength down the left side. He had the speedster loose, and he just couldn't connect. Just a little too much juice on the pass.
Yeah, God, those ones that you got a guy wide open, a lot of times quarterbacks will tell you that those are the ones you kind of, like, I don't want to mess this up, and you either put way too little on it, or in this case, way too much on it, and overthrow the speedster.
It's on target and complete. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. He leaves it with the back. Got the first down. Looking for more. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They're going to go right back to him on first down. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Give to the back. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Tough, determined run gets it down to the 12. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He'll try it again. Knocked out of bounds and sticking with that running game as they get deeper in the red zone.
Well, I love the job by the offensive line, getting a good push there on 2nd down, and you see guys bleeding into the second level of the defense, getting a hat-on-hat to go get that first.
A first down run on the doorstep. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Trying to surprise him with the pass. Touchdown, Wildcats! They look finished, but they're all the way back, and they have the lead.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get him. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
They'll get this drive going from the 17. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. We've reached the break, and Kentucky is on top. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. The give to the single back. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. And the Buffaloes will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. He gets a block. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays. Everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
From the gun, the ground game. Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. It's a reverse. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Well, you got to wonder about the play call there. Third and long, hoping to catch the defense off guard, napping, but they weren't fooled. They made a play, got the tackle for loss. Now you've got 4th in California.
And the fourth down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, this running back has struggled to find anywhere to go, and I think one reason why is this linebacker and his speed. He did a great job there identifying where the ball was going to.
He lofted high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. It'll be 3rd and long. Lewis to throw. Got a man. It's Miller. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. Here's the pressure. Touchdown, Buffs. They've got the lead here in the 4th.
And the timing had to be perfect. Down here, this close to the red zone, the windows to throw into are so small, but the quarterback, his receiver, on the same page. And with that touchdown catch, they now take the lead.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn
Can't make
the page.
adjustments
They've got to
in these
play with a little
fucking
bit more
games.
urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
So the decision has been made, and the coach
I'll
will
make an
take the
adjustment.
penalty. Looking to throw. Fires to the big fella. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum. And the Wildcats can really attack on this 2nd and short. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They try to pop a run on the draw. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Now facing a 3rd and long. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. The run from the shotgun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Lewis wants to pass. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. And the Buffaloes will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Special teams coming through as they pin them back. They'll mark it dead at the 10. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. Wants to go up top on 1st down. They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Makes the grab. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, only a place to be tackled immediately. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Grab near the marker. It's Gilmore. Got room at the 35. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
And the Wildcats, now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Rushes on him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. Looking to the big tight end. On target over the middle. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Rustled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive. Run in the red zone, it's McGowan. Touchdown, Wildcats! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
And this offense really showing their physicality, running the football when it matters, in the 4th quarter, in crunch time, to take the lead in this football game.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good. A 4-point game at 35-31. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Still in the pocket and fires over the middle. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Got it in the middle. It's Miller.
Well, it's a nice job by the defender. They're closing the gap with the wide receiver. They're going to complete the hitch pass, but he's able to run right up on him, get him to the ground for a minimal gain.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Trying play action. Catch in the middle. It's Atkins. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Man, and we have seen it in this game. Even though his team is losing, this guy, time and time again, has been answering the bell. He's been throwing dimes all game long, and he comes up with another big completion there.
And defensively, I'm going to continue to think pass. They've trusted him all game long. He hasn't let them down. I'm playing for the pass. I'll react to everything else.
We've got a timeout on the field, a tight game in the fourth, and the brain trust will go to work. Lewis to throw.
There we go.
Oh, what a play. It's intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And what a
What a way
play
to
by
end
the
the game.
defense, right? You got the lead, but your backs are up against the wall down in your own red zone. Someone's got to be able to step up and make a play. And he delivers in the end zone, getting the INT, preserving his team's lead here late.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Working that left side. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. Kentucky right back to the line. The offense changing the play. Looking downfield on first down. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth. The Wildcats with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll try the run. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Really nice job stopping the run, but the problem is you have 0 timeouts left. You cannot stop the clock right now if you're the defense, so this has got to be excruciating for them. They know the offense is just going to take their time before they snap the ball.
Not sure why they want to throw again. Here comes the heat. And as the ball goes to the turf, the clock has hit 0. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters, and this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps. They've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build. That confidence, you know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in the big moment that continues to build on week-to-week success. And you look up and you're like, dang, we strung a couple wins together.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.